Hey there guys, DeAndre Yates here, and before we jump into this video, there's some things I kind of want to say. So I just finished editing this thing, and one, I filmed this video last night at like 2:30, almost 3 o'clock in the morning, so there's a couple moments where I might slur or I might just sound kind of cryptic. It's just because I'm tired. Also, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna be honest with you guys as well. I was a little drunk. Okay? Don't be all like, oh shit, DeAndre's drunk. He's drinking. Miss me with that bullshit. All right, you know what I mean? I got off work, and as soon as I got off work, I set my camera up, and I was like, fuck it, let's film this thing. And so, yeah, you know what? I think I'm entitled to, have some alcohol off camera while I was filming this. Two, anyone that watches my videos knows that I tend to go into some tangents. I'm a tangent machine, the tangent master. So there may be a couple times where I trail off in the tangents. I'm sorry. That's just who I am, I guess. Three, none of this is supposed to be taken seriously. This is just me being a fucking hardcore, super-ass nerd, man. You know what I mean? Because I love Rick and Morty, and the show's fucking awesome. And, I'll explain the, I guess, reasoning why I'm doing this video in the actual video. But, don't take any of this seriously. This is just me fucking rambling on about Rick and Morty, as the title says. So, that's just what it is. So just have fun with it. Sit back, crack a beer open, spark a blunt, and let's just nerd out about Rick and Morty. So, yeah, let's watch! Hey there guys, DeAndre Yates here, and today I'm gonna nerd out with you guys on some Rick and Morty shit. I'm actually gonna, oh, by the way, I'm gonna be cussing in this video. So, sorry if you're a person that doesn't like it when I cuss. So, ooh, am I shaking? Am I shaking this? I am. Holy shit, I gotta be careful. I'm gonna be talking about Rick and Morty Ramblings. Alright. So, sloppy handwriting. Alright, so I'm gonna give some, I guess, background onto this video. A couple days ago, I was fucking around drawing and whatnot. And sorry if I sound blunt in this video, by the way. But I'm just basically gonna be very fucking down to earth and blunt with the way I say things. So, I've never done like a fucking video like this before, so it's funny. I don't know if you guys can tell, by the way, but this is like a Samurai Jack. I got you guys like propped up on my Samurai Jack Blu-ray collection, so that's happening. That's funny. So a couple days ago I was drawing, and I can't draw at all. I can kind of sketch, but I began to draw a cube, and I thought to myself, what would it look like if I drew a cube inside of a cube? And when I thought this, my brain just like fucking failed on me. Like, it just didn't know how to process that at all. I was just like, what the hell would that look like? And I couldn't picture it. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna draw it. And what I figured I'd do is I would repeat every stage that I do for a smaller cube, except with a larger cube around it. And so, fuck, I gotta figure out how this is gonna look. I guess like right here. So I did just that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah. And I repeated each stage for the smaller cube with the larger cube. But as I kept, drawing this image, I realized that when I came to draw the second larger square out of the first large square for the cube, I realized that the middle of the third cube is also, the third dimensional cube is also going to be the middle for what is going to be a fourth dimensional cube. And I was like, holy shit, that's cool. And what this shows is that you need the third dimensional cube to see what I'm drawing here. And so basically, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you guys this. I'm drawing a tesseract, a fourth dimensional cube. Basically a cube inside of a cube, and what it does is that it generates more third dimensional areas inside of this I guess plane of existence, you could say. So you just add the lines basically, and it fucks your brain up, man, when you do it. You're just like, holy shit. Like I said before, you need the smaller cube to see all of these different dimensional planes contained within this fourth dimensional plane. So like I said, this is a tesseract. This is a fourth dimensional cube, and I wish I could take this image off of this paper and rotate it for you, and so you could see all of the different third dimensional planes that's being generated here. But like I said, this is a crappy drawing. See, I just messed up that line. This is a crappy drawing, but what this is basically supposed to loosely and crappily show, like I'm pretty sure, like I'm even missing lines. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to, I could add more lines and have it even more detailed, but if you can use your mind's eye, what this shows is that there's multiple third dimensional spaces. If you know what a tesseract looks like, actually I'll probably, hang on, what I'm gonna do, scoot this over. Oh shit, complete darkness. There we go. I'm probably now gonna have like some sort of like imagery pop up on the dark side of the screen, dark side of the moon, hashtag Pink Floyd. I just gotta show it. I'm sorry. I'm such a fucking stupid ass nerd. Anyways, I'm trying to stay somewhat coherent. I drew this and I realized what was being projected here without, like, before searching what I actually drew. Like, I kind of didn't realize what I had drawn until I searched it up and confirmed that, holy shit, this is a fourth dimensional cube and whatnot. If you can use your mind's eye, imagine, like I said, being able to, like, see this in a third dimensional plane. It's in a two-dimensional plane, but you would be able to see multiple third dimensional layers contained within this cube. And I realized, I was like, holy shit, what if, this is literally multiple different dimensions, third dimensions, I might add. This is multiple third dimension spaces contained within here. I immediately thought of Rick and Morty. I was like, holy shit, this is like some Rick and Morty shit, because there's like alternate dimensions at play here. Like, there's multiple third dimensions being presented here. Like, and it's crazy. This is where I'm going, alright? I sound like a crazy guy now. Anyone that watches the show knows that the show takes place in universe C137. Alright? Now, I don't know where I fucking got this type of thought, but I was like, alright, think, what is C137? It has to mean something. There's a reason why this is being presented. Obviously, when thinking about the show, Dan Harmon and Justin Roiland and whoever the fuck wrote the show, or, all the people that fucking got together to make this show happen, they weren't putting this much thought into it. But with me being a dumbass, like nerd and fan of the show, I'm just thinking, having fun, basically. I'm having fun with the show, you know what I mean? So, like I said, this is Rick and Morty Ramblings. This is nothing. This is nonsense. I'm just being a fucking hardcore nerd and just blowing my imaginational load of knowledge / fandom nonsense all over your reciprocators that receive indications of higher fun knowledge being illuminated in your pathway. So, I don't know what that was. I thought of something, and this came out of nowhere, like I said. What if C stood for the third dimensional planes of existence. The 137 would stand for the fourth dimensional planes of existence. Sloppy ass handwriting, I know. Planes. And I thought, alright, what does that mean, DeAndre? For this, I guess, thought to work, we are assuming that this is how the science works in Rick and Morty. Just for this little fucking contained, nerdy ass rambling. Now you gotta think about Rick. His gun would be categorizing letters, so it'd be categorizing letters as third dimensional planes of existences and numbers as fourth dimensional planes of existences. It goes by an alphabetical order, and it also goes by a numerical order. So that would mean that letters, for this to work, letters A through, I guess, H would, because there's 8 planes. I should probably write that down too. Within the fourth dimensional cube, there are 8 third dimensional planes of existences. So, with that said, let's say that letters stand for those 8 third dimensional planes of existences. So A through H would stand for the 3D planes. Now we have to apply this same logic to the numbers. So with this said, with this model, would it be possible that Rick has found over, up to this number, 137 fourth dimensional planes of existences? Think about that. Each one of those fourth dimensional planes of existences that Rick would find, if this number categorization is how that works, contains 8 third planes of existences. So now that means that 1 through 137, by the way, 137, that doesn't have to be the highest number of explored universes. I'm pretty sure, like, throughout the show, we've been to other universes that may even have a higher number than 137, you know what I mean? So, I'm using 137 as kind of like an example of how many universes Rick has been to. I'm going somewhere with this. So, 1 through 137 would stand for the fourth dimensions, 4th D planes of existences. And what I kind of think with this kind of, I don't know, idea, that Rick be viewing the 4th dimension as if he was from the 5th, in terms of having the knowledge that he would need, like I said, to explore over 137 4th dimensional planes that contain multiple 3rd dimensional planes. Would he have to view the 4th dimension as if he were in the 5th, which would mean that he would have knowledge of the 5th dimension? And, you know, obviously there's fucking theories and thoughts out there that there are higher dimensions other than the 4th, you know what I mean? But in terms of us right now, we exist in the 3rd, you know what I mean? We exist in the 3rd dimension. So, to be able to fucking understand 4th dimensional technology and just the existence of the 4th dimension clearly, to, I guess, control how you fucking maneuver through it, to explore different 3rd dimensional planes of existences, which is us, which is where we exist, that's fucking amazing. So now you gotta think, alright, can we have a scale of how many 3rd dimensional planes of existences Rick has been to? Well, there's 8 3rd dimensional planes within 1 4th dimensional plane, but we know that up to this number there's 137 dimensional planes of existences. So basically we can do, okay, let's do 8 times 137, which is going to be a fucking ridiculous number. I believe it's like 1,009 90 I think. So double check on that for me. He's been to over 1,000 third-dimensional planes, and like I keep saying, 3D planes. Sorry, it's 3D planes. It's us. You know what I mean? All right, but like I said, this is nothing more than a Rick and Morty rambling. I don't know why I fucking thought of this. This literally came to me out of nowhere. Like I said, I was just fucking doodling and drawing a cube, and then while I was drawing that cube, I thought, what would it look like if that cube was inside of another cube? I was like, holy shit! So I went online. I went on Google and I literally typed in. This is so fucking stupid, man. I typed in cube within a cube. And I hit that, and it popped up Tesseract. Here's the beautiful thing about this. Like, use your imagination now. You know, we live in the third dimension. We know that there is more to life than this fucking cube. So what this is, it's not so much as what the fourth dimension is, it's how the fourth dimension acts. We can have an understanding of what it could look like, but it's not what it does look like, because we know what the third dimensional actually looks like, because we know what life looks like. We wake up every day and we live in this world, and we know how our world is. But imagine being able to exist in a plane of existence and see multiple third dimensional existences play out before you. Like, imagine, like, what would that look like? Like, do you have like a splintered and fractured fucking viewpoint? Just look at a fucking fourth dimensional cube and use your imagination of all the potential and possibilities of what that fucking fourth dimensional existence could be. And it's so fucking just eye-opening and amazing. And you know, there's this thing that I tell people all the time. I'm going to say this and I'm done. About, like, you know, the universe, how, like, insignificant we are. And people say that all the time, and I don't feel that way. I don't feel like I'm a fucking grain of sand, like, in the universe is this dominating force over me. I don't feel like I'm this insignificant thing. I feel like I'm a part of it. And it's not, and when you feel a part of something, and you respect it, you respect what you are a part of, and when you can do that, that's when you can start having fun with those types of elements. Because maybe, and this is just me being like, my imagination's kind of taking over right now, so I'm just being a fucking stupid ass nerd, but maybe, like, when you can acknowledge and have fun with the elements that's being presented at you, those elements will have fun with you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not thinking too hard within this. It's just something that I'm having fun with, and that's what it's all about. It's about having fun, man, and using that imagination, man, because 8 different third-dimensional planes of existences within one fourth-dimensional plane of existence, it's fucking crazy. You gotta have imagination, man, because if not, like I said, I probably sound like a crazy motherfucker. At this point of C-137, he has explored up to 1,000 fucking dimensions. And all this would go in line with how fucking jaded he is as a character, you know what I mean? How every time there's a crazy ass fucking situation that's being thrown his way, he's always throwing jokes and he's always having fun. It's because he's done this over 1,000 fucking times, man. It's not new to him anymore, is what I'm saying. It's not new to him. But as a fucking person that doesn't know anything about anything, and to be able to fucking experience something like that is fucking amazing. It's amazing. Or, in Morty's case, it's fucking terrifying. I don't know. Like I said, this is just Rick and Morty ramblings. So, but I'm about to get out of here, guys. Thanks for listening to me. Been talking for a while, so let me know what you all think about this in the comments section. If you think it's fucking ridiculous, that's awesome. If you think it's kind of cool, if you can use your imagination, that's awesome too. So, talk to you guys later, and yeah, peace. Alright, so I guess this is like a little afterthought to everything that I just said, but if Rick understands the fifth dimension, then he would know that the fifth dimension has 10 fourth dimensional planes of existences. So I decided to do some fast math, and I came to the conclusion that Rick is in the 13th fifth dimensional plane of existence. But to be exact, he's in, I would say, like the 13.7th fifth dimensional plane of existence, which could possibly mean that he's in a pocket dimension within the fifth dimension. And as I said before, the letters in Rick's portal gun stand for the third dimension. So C, which is the third letter of the alphabet, means that he is in the third dimensional plane of existence. And then I thought about all the other letters that would represent third dimensional planes after H. What about them? And I came, I don't know, to a fun-ass conclusion that they could represent pocket universes, third-dimensional pocket universes. And, this is all ridiculous. I don't know. I'm just pulling all these ideas out of nowhere. Having fun with Rick and Morty. But, yeah, this is pretty much the end of the video. So, Rick and Morty portal gun hypothesis video. Yeah!